Well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and today, man, have I got a great video for you. Man, this is something that is very controversial to me because I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. On one hand, I feel really kind of warm and fuzzy about it, like, man, they're saving me from myself. And then on the other hand, I feel like it's a crutch, you know, it's something that we really don't need, that I think that people are going to rely so much on technology that the skill of riding a motorcycle may completely disappear. So I want you to, as we talk about this, I want you to light up that comment section down below. We're going to be talking about advanced rider assistance systems. Now, I know you're saying, that does not sound like a very interesting topic to me, but I'm telling you this, it really is. So we're going to start out by talking about things that exist already in automobiles, and then we're going to start talking about things that seemed awfully space age, far-fetched, out of this world, kind of like the Jetsons. All right, well, before we get going, make sure you give the video a big old fat thumbs up, because a regular one you know won't do. Leave a comment down below, and then leave a comment on your comment, and then leave a third comment and start talking with each other. But let me know how you feel about this topic. So let's talk about this. So advanced rider systems. Now, you know there's a company out there called Bosch. Now, Bosch makes a lot of different things, and we know that. But they make a lot of advanced driver systems for a variety of automobiles. Well, they're also doing advanced rider systems for motorcycles. KTM, Ducati, that sort of stuff. More European. Now, are they going to get involved in, you know, the American market? Well, or the Japanese market? They probably already are involved in it to some level, but I mainly have seen this in European motorcycles. Now, I have been told also that some of the software on the BRP stuff, I can't confirm nor deny this because I haven't really asked, but I've been told by several people that some of the things that software-wise were designed by Bosch. So if I find that out later, we'll talk about that later. All right, so let's talk about the Bosch Advanced Rider Assistance System. All right, so the first thing I want you to understand is it has a radar on the front and the rear of the motorcycle, a lot like automobiles have, and you see where this is going. So with that radar there, it is able to detect automobiles, motorcycles, other vehicles that are in the road. So also with that radar assisted with GPS, we're going to see a lot of things changing as far as, you know, staying in your lane, that sort of stuff. But what we have right now that's already on certain motorcycles is this, adaptive cruise control. Now, adaptive cruise control will do exactly what it says. As it approaches a vehicle in front of you, when it shows that you're closing at too fast of a rate, it is going to adjust your cruise control for you. Now, in an automobile, that is not very disconcerting, but for me, on a motorcycle, that's a little disconcerting. I'm going to be looking where I'm going. I really don't want the cruise control doing that for me. I think I'm capable of doing that. Now, I want you to leave comments down below whether you agree or disagree. It's okay to disagree. I've never treaded on this water before, so I don't know. Maybe I'll love it once I ride it. But right now, the idea of being on a motorcycle where I'm balancing things and it's slowing me down, it's a little unnerving for me. The next thing it has is a forward collision warning system. Now, this is one that, you know, it's not adjusting your speed for you because it's being determined that you are riding the motorcycle, and it's going to give you warnings. It's going to give you a visual warning, it's going to give you an acoustic warning, and it's going to give you a haptic warning. So let's talk about what that means. First, you'll have a visual warning. It will be a little emblem on the screen of the motorcycle. Then it's going to give you an acoustic warning, a sound emitted. And then it's going to give you a haptic warning. Now what that warning is, I don't know. It could be a vibration in the hand grips, could be a vibration in the seat, but it's going to be something that you're going to feel that's done to advise you that you're approaching this automobile too rapidly, and therefore you need to slow down or you're going to run into the rear end of them. Now that's pretty cool. I like that. I like something that's going to get my attention as long as it's not intervening. But we'll get into that later. Which intervening is coming. So the next thing you have, which I really am a firm believer in this, is blind spot detection. Blind spot detection in automobiles, to me, is a great, great thing. We have that blind spot in our mirrors, and a lot of times with motorcycle mirrors, it can be difficult. It can be difficult. You'll maybe catch the edge of your shoulder, or you have a blind spot due to your helmet, or there's a lot going on when you're riding a motorcycle. And so to have something on the mirror that will flash, indicating that there's either something approaching in that lane or there's something in your blind spot. So it's not only determining if there's something there, it's also determining that if something's coming up super fast behind you, that it will let you know that something's there. Now, whether it's going to tell you that there's something right behind you that's closing on you rapidly that could run over you, it may do that as well. Don't know that it does that, but man, that would really, really be cool. You know, Bosch says that 1 in 7 motorcycle accidents could be completely avoided with just the additional features that I've shared with you right now. That's pretty amazing. It's a startling statistic. That's one that will almost make you say, yeah, this is a good idea. Yeah, I said almost. It probably is a great idea. I know, I think internal combustion engine, I don't think electric, I don't think rider aids, I don't think all of that. To me, ABS is cutting edge. I understand, though, what really is out there, and I understand what it does offer. So, you know, some of this is tongue-in-cheek, but it is bizarre. The idea that these motorcycles are going to start having these intelligent things going on. You know, a BMW engineer, when talking about a motorcycle that he was working on and designing some things on, and I'm going to be sharing that here in just a moment, said that this is what this is for. It's to inform, warn, and intervene if necessary. That's where it's going. It's going to inform you, it's going to warn you, it's going to intervene if you don't do something about it. So we're going to back up 7 years to 2017, and we're going to talk about the Honda Rider Assist. Now check this out. I'm going to be, as you've noticed, I've been dropping some videos up here. Check this video out. So what you're looking at is a Honda that balances itself. This is the first iteration here. And then it was redone again in the early 2020s, I believe in 2021. Now it's done differently. The balance is done through the back tire, which is on a swing arm that not only moves up and down, but moves left to right. It's pretty amazing stuff. So this back tire looks like a dog wagging its tail, as you can see here. And it really is amazing that this thing just sits upright on its own. Notice when the rider gets off of the motorcycle, that the motorcycle doesn't fall over. There's no kickstand on the ground. The motorcycle just stays upright. In addition, they show them touching the motorcycle. I'm sure there's a GPS, like a locator key fob, that when you move, that when you walk, the motorcycle actually follows you. So moving your motorcycle around the garage, slow speed maneuvers, putting your feet down at a red light even. These things are done away with. What this does for people that have disabilities, what this does for people who don't have total function of their legs or their feet, this sort of stuff, this is mind-bending. This is the kind of thing that dreams are made of, that people who didn't think they would ever be able to ride again could possibly ride again. And that is really, really amazing stuff. So when is this going to happen? Well, it's been in development, we know, since 2017. It's been in development much longer than that because they were showing it to the public in 2017. I'm sure they were working on that for a good 5 years before showing it to the public. So knowing that, this stuff's been going on for a long, long time, I can't imagine that we're not going to see this stuff much sooner than we realize. BMW likewise, I mentioned BMW engineers because BMW just recently created a motorcycle. Are you ready? It rides itself. Basically, the guy can run a remote on it. He can have the motorcycle with sensors on it ride in a road by itself. It puts its own kickstand down as it slows down. It really is pretty amazing. But before we get into the pictures of that, I want to also discuss another thing that is already out there in motorcycles, and BMW has taken it to a big level above. And this is rider height adjustment. Now, we know that the Harley-Davidson Pan America has rider height adjustment. So if you're a taller rider or a shorter rider, it will adjust as you get on and off of that motorcycle. So this rider height assist is pretty amazing. Now, BMW's taken that to a new level because now it adjusts based on your speed. It adjusts based on putting the center stand down, so it assists you while putting the motorcycle up on the center stand. It does a lot of things. So this rider height thing is a very big deal. But let's get back to the self-riding motorcycle. Check these videos out. Now, what is the purpose of a self-riding motorcycle? Well, could it be just like with Tesla, where someone gets in a car and they enter a point on a GPS and that car will drive you there? Is that where we're going? I believe it is. I believe it's going to be get on a motorcycle, punch in a coordinate, and it rides you there. Now, you're going to be touching the handlebars and you're going to be sitting in the seat, but you're not going to have to shift gears. You're not going to have to steer. You're not going to have to lean. It's going to do everything. That blows my mind. I'm sure there's going to have to be some input of the rider. I just can't imagine that this thing can just lean for you. And that if you fight that lean, you know, we've all had a passenger on the back kind of fights the lean because they're afraid, and you're trying to lean the motorcycle and all of a sudden it won't go over because this person's fighting it. Is the motorcycle going to adjust for all that? I believe it probably can. And then there's the thing, you know, if I'm adjusting at the rate of a human, how much more rapidly is this machine going to be able to detect these anomalies in balance? This is a very exciting time for motorcycle riding. It's also a very odd time. So what I want you to do, light up the comments section, talk about this. I'm really curious as to what riders, real riders, everyday riders, think about this. Because where this is heading are enclosed motorcycles. Things that you don't have to put your feet down, so that you could ride a two-wheeler that's enclosed, that will be safer, that will have airbags. There's a lot of crazy technology out there that is happening right now. The motorcycle as we know it in the next decade may not exist in 10 years. It could be completely different. So I'm super excited and super fearful all at the same time. Because everybody knows I love being out in it and I love motorcycles. All right, so safety, computers, machines, craziness, it's insanity. The motorcycle now has a brain, probably bigger than mine, but that's okay, I can live with that. So you do me a favor, you go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself, got to feed that machine. And remember, if you're not having fun, you are definitely doing it wrong. Now you go seize the day, and I will see you on the road real soon. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be on, but it probably won't be self-driving, at least not yet.